When an older adult enters a nursing home through Medicaid's ICP program, essentially all of the Medicaid recipient's income from all sources goes towards their cost of care.
But those on nursing home Medicaid, ICP, are entitled to retain a small personal needs allowance. What is a personal needs allowance? The personal needs allowance is set by the Medicaid ESS policy manual. Florida allows nursing home residents who are on the Medicaid long-term care program to retain a whopping $130 per month as a personal needs allowance as of January 2019. Medicaid's theory is that they basically cover all necessities, but a small amount could be used on non-essentials or really whatever the nursing home residents want. What items are typically purchased with personal needs allowance funds? The older adult can utilize the personal needs allowance for anything they desire. Typically, we see the personal needs allowance used mostly for haircuts, salon, hairdresser activities, clothing, magazines and books, favored brand hygiene and toiletry products, supplements and multivitamins, vending machine snacks, birthday cards to send to family, etc. While a Medicaid recipient is not supposed to give gifts, we often see that some portion of the personal needs allowance might be used to purchase small knickknacks to give to visiting grandchildren. The Department of Children and Families is generally not interested in these small items. What happens if the Medicaid recipient doesn't use up their entire personal needs allowance before the end of the calendar month? The personal needs allowance need not all be spent before the end of the month, but the Medicaid recipient has to be careful not to let the personal needs allowance accumulate to the point where they have more than $2,000 in total assets from all sources, not just the aggregate personal needs allowance. If the Medicaid recipient accumulates over $2,000 in assets, they will no longer be Medicaid eligible. The Medicaid recipient of their trustee or agent under a valid durable power of attorney must be on alert for this. It would be a shame to lose Medicaid eligibility even for a month when it is just so easy to spend the personal needs allowance to prevent the older adult from being deemed Medicaid ineligible. Is the personal needs allowance subject to change? Yes. The personal needs allowance, in fact, used to only be $35 per month. The personal needs allowance was only increased to $105 per month in 2014 and raised to $130 in July 2018. Prior to that, starting in the 1960s, the personal needs allowance was $30 or $35. The law is certainly subject to change, and unfortunately there is no built-in restriction that would prevent the Florida legislature from lowering the personal needs allowance amount. But for now, the personal needs allowance is set at $130. To learn more about Medicaid planning, please call to schedule a consultation. 305-931-0478.